Archive transmission recovered record 01 designation. Bhutarra tablet reference. Law of cause and effect archivist playback initiated. Recorder log begins my name is Howranithis. Third excavation team, Western Route Ward Quarry. This record is filed because something occurred that I cannot explain through ordinary engineering reports. If you are hearing this, then the archive decided it was worth remembering. 3 months ago, our team began widening the Ember Garnet mining corridor beneath the Old Forge District. Standard work, hammer crews, resonance drills, ventilation shafts, nothing unusual, until the stone started singing. At first we thought it was stress fractures. When you dig deep enough beneath Bhutarra, the rock carries vibrations from the city above, footsteps, machinery, even distant wind towers. But this was different. Every time the drill struck a particular seam of garnet, the resonance echoed down the corridor in perfect rhythm. Not noise, a pattern. We stopped drilling and mapped the seam. It ran north to south across nearly half the excavation chamber, like a buried string pulled tight beneath the city. One of the apprentices joked that the earth itself had nerves. We laughed. Then someone tapped the stone again. The resonance changed. Not randomly. It changed depending on where we struck. Different locations produced different tones. Within a day, the miners were experimenting. 3 taps near the northern seam produced a deep harmonic pulse. 2 taps near the southern wall created a higher echo. Soon the chamber sounded like a slow drum circle beneath the city. Engineers from the fire ward were called to investigate. They said the garnet seam was acting like a natural resonance amplifier. The vibrations were traveling through the entire rock structure. One engineer asked us a strange question. Have you noticed anything unusual in the city above? We hadn't, at least not yet. But within a week, reports started arriving. Wind ward turbines began fluctuating in strange rhythm. Water ward pressure valves opened and closed without command. Even the city's lighting grid flickered briefly at night. At first, the council blamed faulty infrastructure, but the patterns were identical to the rhythms we were striking underground. Every hammer blow we made echoed through Bhutarra. We didn't believe it until the night the Forge District went dark. We had been testing a 3-strike rhythm across the seam. 3 taps north, 3 taps south, 3 taps center. The entire mining chamber hummed like a giant tuning fork. Moments later, the lights above ground flickered. Then every forge in the district shut down simultaneously. Complete power loss. The engineers ordered us to stop all excavation. They ran calculations through the resonance grid. What they discovered terrified them. The seam we uncovered was connected to the city's foundational stone lattice, the very structure that distributes energy through Bhutarra. Our hammer strikes were traveling through that lattice like signals through a nervous system. Every vibration caused a ripple of consequences above us. Small actions underground, large consequences across the city. The council sealed the chamber the next day. No more mining, no more testing. Before the corridor was closed, one of the scholars from the Void Ward visited the site. She stood silently in the chamber for a long time. Then she asked me a question. Did you know you were influencing the entire city when you struck the stone? I told her no. Of course not. We were just miners. She nodded. Then she said something I wrote down immediately. There's an old teaching that says nothing in the universe happens alone. Every action begins a chain. Sometimes the chain is short. Sometimes it travels across an entire world. Before leaving, she handed me a small slate tablet etched with ancient writing. I cannot read the symbols, but the translation was written below it. The inscription said, "Every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Nothing happens by chance." I kept that tablet. It sits beside me now while I record this message. The scene beneath Bhutarra still exists, silent, waiting, and every time I hear a hammer strike somewhere in the city, I wonder what chain has just begun. Recorder log ends archivist note. Recovered inscription matches teachings attributed to Thoth within the emerald tablets of Thoth the Atlantean. Archive classification. Principle demonstrated. Law of cause and effect. Record preserved.